Hey guys, good evening and good morning as well. So in the last class, we discussed about logger exabeam. So under the exabeam, we discussed about what is dashboard and also what is mean by data lake and also what is mean by advanced analytics engine. As I said, implementation can be done under the data lake and also advanced analytics engine, but investigation can be done under the advanced analytics engine. But 95% of the cases, most of the alarms or incident investigation can be done under the advanced analytics engine itself. In case something we are not able to drill down into the advanced analytics engine, then we have to come back to our data lake, part of the exabeam advanced analytics engine, or maybe through exabeam data lake based on the query based. So according to SQL queries, we can go and we can do the respective instant investigation and forensic analysis. Most of the case we can use query and also filtering option. And so based on those two things, we can go and we can do the deeper investigation. As I said, so most of the investigation can be done under the alert itself. In case if you don't required as a, or if you are not getting the full details in the advanced analytics engine, then we have to come back to our data lake console. That is about overall exabeam. Let's start about third console or third SIEM tool. It is called as Logrhythm. So Logrhythm, it is not based on the query based. It's everything like without queries. There is no need to raise any queries here. So everything like drop down list or everything is based on the filtering and also based on the so timestamp or based on the everything non-filtering options. So that is called logarithm, similar to like IBM QRadar. Okay, let's go and discuss about what is logarithm architecture, licensing option, and also deployment, implementation methods, and also what are the different types of correlation rules we can configure. And finally, we can discuss about couple of use case under the logarithm side. So that is the agenda for today classic. I don't think I will complete in the within 1 hour session. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll take one more session on the logarithm side. So let's go and discuss about logarithm side. So logarithm mainly contains the three components. So logarithm architecture or LR. In short, we can call it LR. Full form is logarithm. It contains three components. First component is called as LC, log collector. Second one is log manager, LM. This one is also called as data processor or data indexer, DP and DI. Third one is called as ESM, not ESM, sorry, EM and PM, event manager and platform manager. So these are the three components. Log collector, what it will do, it will collect the logs from the different types of the log sources based on the whatever we do have the log sources. Today, entire question from UST Global and also from Quantum and also from Optum and also from one more company name is called as Value Metric, I think. I forgot the name. All these four companies ask same question. What are the different types of log sources or data sources in your organization you are maintaining? Can you please provide the couple of the data sources and log source information? That means you have to provide about whatever data sources or log sources logs we are integrating to SIEM tool. That may be firewall or proxy or EDR or DLP or encryption or file integrity monitoring or all the servers, all the endpoints, all the databases, all the application and so on. So that is the answer you have to give. So log collector, it will collect the logs from the different types of log sources you know already. And finally, it will complete based on the aggregation and parsing and normalization. So that is called log collector functionality. So logarithm, what are the different types of log integration method it will support? One is syslog, obviously. Second one is collector agent. Third one is WMA method. And fourth one is API token method. And fifth one is cloud connector method. So these are all the 5 methods are supporting by logarithm. Okay, I'm repeating once again. Syslog, WMI, cloud connector, API token method, and also collector agent method. So these are all the different types of log integration methods are supporting by our logarithm side. So what is log collector functionality? It will collect logs from different types of log sources and it will complete aggregation, parsing, and normalization. So that is called log collector functionality. And what is log manager? It will complete processing of the logs and also it will complete indexing, querying, and also filtering. And additionally, it has AIE engine, advanced analytics engine, not correlation rule engine. That's what we discussed. So logarithm side, we will not call it as a CRE engine, correlation rule engine, but we can call it as AI engine, advanced analytics engine. So advanced analytics engine. So that is AIE. And EM and PM, event manager and platform manager. Other SIM tools, we will call it as ESM, enterprise security manager, or SIM console, or graphical user interface, or user console. But on the logarithm side, we will call it as user console or SIM console or event manager or platform manager. So these are all the different types of naming convention we can provide under the logarithm side. So there itself, we can go and we can take care of the incident investigation and also we can take care of the view of the correlation rules or advanced text engine rules, fine tuning, troubleshooting, administration, everything can be done under the event manager and platform manager. So SOC team operations, nothing but L1, L2, and L3 investigations. And UBA, threat hunting, cloud AI. In the cloud side, if you want to take care of the any signature based or artificial intelligence based or machine learning capability, any alerts are triggering on the cloud side based on the correlation rule. So using the cloud AI analytics engine, it can provide the what are the alerts are triggered in the cloud side. That is called cloud artificial intelligence. And also in the logarithm side, we can call it alarms. And risk score is from 0 to 100. Okay. Every correlation rule or every advanced analytics engine correlation rule, whatever we configured, it will generate the alert notification based on the severity from 0 to 100. And finally, we can say report and also administration. So these are the couple of things we can see under the logarithm front end console side. What is the backend process now? Let's go and discuss about how the architecture diagram looks like. So there is no additional component or there is no additional console. There is no additional log integration method. There is no additional tabs we can see under the logarithm side. This one we can call it EM or PM, event manager or platform manager. This one is called as DP and DI, data processor and data indexer. And this one also we can call it as data processor and data indexer. And finally, this one we can call it as logarithm, collector, agent or collector. This one also logarithm, collector. Now, where is our SOC team will sit here? Will sit under the our EM or PM, part of the L1 or L2 or L3. And we can see dashboards. We cannot see visualization under the logarithm side, similar to like what are we discussed under the exabeam. But we can see administration, report, search queries, and also we can see cloud AI, and also we can see about alarms, and finally cases. So these are all the couple of tabs we can see under the logarithm front end console. Now coming back, how we can define the logarithm architecture or how we can define logarithm side components. It's one of the favorite interview question. By the way, if I'm giving the ascending order of the right now, whatever SIM tools are available in the market, IBM Curator number 1, Splunk is number 2, Logarithm is number 3, Azure Sentinel number 4, and next one is Exabeam, and so on. So this is the way. What are the couple of deployments is already available in the customer location, and also whatever SIM tools are already deployed and they are trying to deploy in future as well. I'm repeating once again: IBM QRadar, Splunk, Logarithm, Azure Sentinel, and remaining are HP ArcSight, McAfee, Securonix, Cisco Managed Engine, and so on. So this is the way how the ascending order from to descending order, which customers are deployed, more number of the deployments as a SIM perspective. Okay. So now how we can define the logarithm architecture side. Logarithm contains 3 components. First component name is called as logarithm collector. Second component name is called as data processor and data indexer. Third component, we can call it as the event manager and platform manager. Logarithm collector, it will collect the logs from the different types of the log sources like firewall, proxy, NADS and APS, EDR, DLP, encryption, file integrity monitoring, all the routers, all the switches, all the load balancers, all the endpoints, all the servers, all the databases, all the applications, and so on. Using the different types of log integration methods. Those log integration methods are syslog, cloud connector, API token method, collector agent, and finally WMI. After collecting by log collector from the different types of log sources, log collector will complete the aggregation and parsing or normalization those logs. It will send it to data processor and data indexer. Data processor and data indexer, it will complete processing of the logs. Additionally, it will complete indexing, querying, filtering, and also backend. It has AI engine, not CRE. Advanced intelligence engine for different types of the category of the attacks. That is the default one or customized based on the different types of the category of the attacks, whatever it is happening all over the worldwide. Now, whenever any internal employee is a part of the abnormal or malicious or suspicious content activities doing by knowing or unknowing, intentional or unintentional, in the similar way, external attacker from point of view, either attacker or adversary or threat actor or attacker or hacker, based on the whatever type of the attack they are trying to do it, it will hit advanced analytics engine. Whatever correlation or intelligence engine rule we are configuring, front end of the event manager or platform manager, alarms will be triggered from 0 to 100 as a L1 or L2 or L3 under the cybersecurity SOC operations team. We will take care of the overall identifying of the false positive and true positive, and also additionally even will take care of the instant response, threat hunting, SOAR, and also OBA capability. So this is the way how the logarithm backend architecture it will work. That is what we have to explain. I'm not changing here anything. Whatever we discussed about generic SIM tool architecture, whatever we discussed under the IBM curated architecture diagram, whatever we discussed under the ExaBeam architecture diagram, same concept we are applying under the logarithm side also. But what is the main difference here? Log integration methods are different. Additionally, whatever components we are using are different. Unless otherwise, backend process is same, whatever we discussed, generic versus IBM versus examine versus logarithm, and whatever we are going to discuss in the future, Sentinel and Securonics or HP ArcSight and McAfee and so on. So that is about overall backend process. Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
RK, can we integrate the logs directly to the processor rather than the collector?
It's not possible.
Okay.
It is not possible. That is the way how these developers they developed the product. Why? Because in case if you are developing the processing as well as the indexing, more number of the RAM utilization bandwidth is required. So and also storing of the logs, it will be required a huge or large amount of the data. That is the reason they made as a three components. Collection is different and processing is different. Is it clear,
Thank you.
Shiva?
Yeah.
Any other?
So that cloud A, how will work?
Cloud AI part of the OBA, part of the artificial intelligence. So basically, it is a new feature. More than 1 year onwards, we're able to see this one. So it's a part of the vendor itself, based on the OBA concept, based on the machine learning and artificial intelligence side. So whatever logs we are integrating from cloud side, based on the signature, whatever logarithm inbuilt are, so whatever machine learning capability or artificial intelligence capability based on the historical analysis or based on the knowledge base or based on the whatever already we have done the past, is there any security incident that's triggered on the cloud side? According to that one, it will work on the cloud AI. It's a dedicatedly applicable to cloud AI. I mean, maybe in my organization I'm using Amazon Web Services, or I'm using Microsoft Azure, or maybe I'm using couple of applications are hosted in the any other cloud environment. In that scenario, how to use cloud connect method, I can integrate the logs through the SIM tool, part of the logarithm. Then I can create couple of the dashboards, and also I can see the alerts as well under the cloud AI. Is it clear, Nagarjuna?
Yes. So one more thing, yesterday I have seen that in IBM Curator also it is supporting KQL query language query
Not
latest.
exactly. It is supporting AQL, ARL query language, and also PGSQL, PostgreSQL
Yes,
database.
yes. Yesterday in the website I have seen latestly it is supporting KQL also.
I don't think so. Why? Because whenever you're deploying, yesterday I have shown one of the IBM Curator Community Edition, whatever Shiva is asked. Try to deploy 24 GB of the RAM, and also whatever software you have downloaded part of the IBM Curator Community Edition, you are deploying under the part of the software, whatever we are deploying part 7.5 or 7.4.4. So it will extract SQL queries, AQL queries, PSQL queries. Even 2 weeks back also, I deployed IBM Curator tool in my personal laptop, but I did not see about KQL queries. When I'm deploying up the software, whatever I said yesterday, it will take minimum 3 hours to 4 hours to complete overall implementation side of the SIEM tool related to IBM Curator. It is extracting only AQL queries and PSQL queries. I did not see anywhere KQL queries, but I will reconfirm once again. I'll come back by tomorrow morning class. Is that be okay?
In that said, they are posting, but maybe they did not
Yeah, that's what
implement
I'm
that.
saying. I will reconfirm once again and will come back by tomorrow.
Okay.
Is it fine? Because whatever product development by IBM is doing, part of the product developers, when I'm importing of the OVA file, part of the IBM Curator Community Edition, I did not see anywhere. So KQL queries, backend queries, whatever I have seen, whenever it is fetching of the data or querying of the data, I have seen only SQL, AQL, and PSQL, but I did not see anywhere KQL. But as I mentioned, I will reconfirm once again. I'll come back. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So that is about overall logarithm. As I said, there are so many vacancies are there under the logarithm side also. As I mentioned initially, IBM Curator, Splunk, next one is logarithm only, not even Sentinel. These three right now ascending order from the deployment, implementation, and also on the operational perspective, especially in the Europe, North America, and also Middle East. These are all the three types of SIEM tools they are using. I'm not ignoring Azure Sentinel. Maybe in future, it will give a lot of competition to Splunk and IBM QRadar. That's my prediction. Let's see how far we will go, and we will see about competition in between IBM versus Splunk versus Azure Sentinel. Okay. So as I said, I did not complete even offline of the whatever exam we discussed. Apologies for that. I will complete this one by tomorrow. Yeah. So here I will provide not exam, logarithm,
And
backend
also the
process.
architecture diagrams, I think the diagrams are not there in the folder. I think.
That one also I have to update. I think Karthik or someone asked yesterday. I will update that one as well. Yeah, sure. Logarithm backend process. When I was working in Middle East, part of Dubai, Netherlands, and also Qatar, Kuwait, Oman, these countries, logarithm is not even under the Gartner report, leader Gartner quadrant report. But after the span of the time period, I surprised why logarithm is leading technology and leading to the SIM tool side. Even we are partnered with logarithm, but whenever I'm going and giving presentation, that time always we are prioritizing the IBM Curador. Next one is HP ArcSight, and also third one is Exabeam. These three tools, Splunk and logarithm is nowhere, but immediately these two tools come like anything. Market capture is doing by logarithm, Sentinel, and Splunk as well. So right now I can say IBM is number one based on my experience, based on already existing deployments all over the worldwide. Second one is Splunk. Third one is Sentinel. Fourth one is Logarithm. And fifth one is Exabeam. Why I'm saying this question here? In the last week, one of the candidate was attended one of the interview with Satrix, I think. I did not remember the company name. Which one is the number one tool right now in the market? And what the reason behind that one? But when the interview candidate, he explained about Splunk is number one, but answer was wrong. Then, so answer is IBM Curator. 55% of the deployments out of 100% of the deployments. So 55% of the deployments belongs to IBM Curator. Remaining 45% of the deployments are sharing among all these different types of SIM tool vendors. That means whenever you're keeping in the resume 2 or 3 SIM tool vendors, you should be aware of the even differences between what SIM tools are keeping. Please keep that one in the mind. Anyway, that one I can make a separate sheet. What is the difference between IBM versus Splunk versus Logrhythm versus Exami versus Sentinel? Okay, so that is about overall. Today also one of the interview candidate, he expected Logrhythm based interview question, but none of the interview question they asked about not even architecture diagram also. They expected everything is generic one. That's what I am saying. How much you are aware of the tool based is different versus how much practically you are doing the investigation. So obviously everyone will expect whenever any security incident is triggered. So how can you take care of the investigation? But which tool you worked on completely, so their choice or option whether they want to drill down into the SIM tool or not. As I said, 90% of the interviews are completely, they'll expect about backend process instead of the tool-based interview questions. I think I repeated this one in the endpoint security under the EDR and XDR. And also I discussed under the vulnerability management. Once again, I am discussing under the SIM tool as well. In future, I'm going to discuss under the firewall and proxy also. So Logrhythm backend process, as I said, I will complete on the, okay, so offline. Please give me some time. By tomorrow, you can see all these updated documentation site. Let's discuss about couple of other things, whatever Logrhythm is supporting before going to dashboard. Logrhythm integration methods. So what are the different types of log integration methods or log onboarding methods? It is supporting by Logrhythm. First one is syslog. Second one is collector agent. Third one is WMA method. Fourth one is API token method. Fifth one is cloud connector method. So these are all the 5 ways how we can integrate or onboard any new or existing log source logs to SIM tool under the Logrhythm side. Okay, very popular one is syslog and the collector agent. Okay, so next one is the deployment side. We have standalone deployment. We have distributed deployment. And also we have cloud-based deployment. So these are all the 3 different types of deployments methods are supported by our Logrhythm, similar to like IBM Curator. Third one, implementation methods. First one is hardware based. Second one is software based. Third one is all in one box deployment. Fourth one is cloud based. So these are the 4 different types of deployment or implementation methods are supported by Logrhythm side. Hardware based, most of the cases we can use under the public sector or government sector or any banking sector or healthcare sector or telecom sector or insurance sector or oil and gas sector. Those companies they can use because their data is very critical to the organization side. They will not go with the any cloud-based deployment. Those places, hardware-based is very, very important. Software, we have to purchase the Logrhythm software on top of the either Windows server or Linux server we can deploy, and we can use most of the cases Windows IA server or Apache Tomcat server. All in one box, whatever we discussed, log collector, data processor, data indexer, and also event manager, platform manager, everything is available under the single console that is called all-in-one box deployment. And finally, cloud-based deployments. So even whatever SaaS-based we are using, we can deployment using cloud-based also. So these are the 4 different types of deployments we are supporting. What I have done in 2017 or 18 or 19, existing SIEM tool is Logrhythm, and we are paying almost 1,200 K USD dollars, nothing but 1.2 million USD dollar dedicated to Logrhythm as implementation side and also operational support side. We felt like it's very expensive. Why can't we go with the another SIEM tool? Within the 1 year time period itself, management took the decision, can't we go from Logrhythm to Exabeam or Elk or Securonics or any other SIEM tool? Then finally, I joined in the X company and I am security architect. Then I was validating the IBM radar, Splunk, Logrhythm, already existing solution, Exabeam, and also finally, so Securonics. After validating all these POC, proof of concept, I came to know that Exabeam is very cheapest and best solution. And finally, I proposed Exabeam solution. After doing the POC from the different types of the prospectives belongs to professional, technical, and also commercial. So these are the 3 different types of validations I have done. Finally, I have chosen Exabeam tool as a with minimal cost. We can get the more number of the features and more number of the resources, more number of the easy way how we can do investigation part of the skill oriented. I suggested this one as a SIM tool. I have confusion whether I have done the right thing or wrong thing as a security architect or not. But I provided a solution to the senior management and board of the directors. In one of the call, along with me, my director, Eric Brinkley, and also one more guy is called Hemant, is a CISO, and my CEO. These 4 people are participated. I'm repeating it. Security architect, my director, my CISO, my CEO. These 4 members are participate in the call to finalize which SIM tool we have to use. My CISO said like already he has one of the friend part of the Logrhythm side. He was suggesting Logrhythm. Eric Brinkley from the my director side and also my manager, and I mean nothing but myself, part of the software architect or security architect side, we are suggesting Exabeam. There are a lot of complications, a lot of implications, a lot of discrepancy, a lot of conflict of interest in between my CISO versus my director and myself. In generic, normally, who will win the game? Whether CISO will win the game or whether myself and my director will win the game. Who will win the game, basically? Did you get what I'm
You.
saying? Exactly. Yeah, that's what it's happened. Because CISO did not do any POC, proof of concept. He don't have any proofs or he did not have any evidence to show to the higher management or senior management or board of the directors. So with his friend recommendation, he suggested a Logrhythm. But already we are using Logrhythm. And as I said, my director and myself, we participated in there are different types of POC, proof of concepts. Instead of going with the other vendor, why can't we continue with the same logarithm tool? But we thought like, okay, logarithm is not sufficient based on the whatever data analytics we are doing. We proved with the technical implementation, skill oriented, financial perspective. Finally, my CISO did not win the game or won the game. With practically whatever evidences we provided with the CEO, and CEO took all the evidences, technical evaluation, and also commercial evaluation, financial evaluation, and also what the work we have done with the part of the reports and also customization requirement part. He considered as my director and myself won the game. It's not about someone we are defeating. It's about how we can keep ourselves, our organization is safe and secure. So later we implemented ExaBeam tool. Finally, we succeeded that one, and we implemented ExaBeam tool successfully in my organization. So this is what comes sometimes conflict of interest or discrepancy. It will happen in between your CISO and also yourself, or maybe your director and manager. Whatever you have the evidences, you can share it. That's okay. Doesn't matter whether he's a higher official or senior management or board of the director. Do you know what? Same person is asking me to come to US and also to join in my company. I mean, by that CISO, whoever is in the previous, he did not recognize me as my talent or whatever technical skills, whatever I do have, whatever session I do have. After he changed the company, he asked once again, can you join in my company? And once again, he asking me, can you join in my company or not? That's what I'm saying. It's not about where you are and what you are. So do yourself and present that one to your management or board of the directors, and finally can give the feedback, and decision making can be done by your senior management. That's okay. You are right or wrong, that doesn't matter. But whatever you have done your own work, just you can explain without any fear or without any mistakes. That will lead to wherever you want to go. Yeah, why I'm saying all this? So maybe something you are providing the decision, that doesn't mean that you are wrong. Whatever management, sometimes maybe he's giving the feedback is something right, his beneficiary. So maybe is from his perspective is right. From your perspective, you are right. But please try to explain your own ways, and finally, board of the director or senior management will take the final decision. It's not about who won the game or who succeeded. It's about how we can prevent from the attacker side whenever any security incidents or alarms or incidents are happening all over the worldwide. That is very important for us. Okay. So why I'm saying and why I'm sharing all these things, it's not about, okay, so whether you are junior or senior, it's your strong willingness is very important whenever you're presenting something against your management and so on. Okay. There are several times it's happened to me. It's okay. But something I'm not proving my management is wrong. But whatever I trusted and whatever I believed myself, whatever I presented, that one led to or lead to implementing those solutions or not. That is important. And according to that one, whether it is implementing in my organization or not, that is secondary. But whether can we safeguard that solution or not, that is important. How we can prevent or how we can compensate, how we can defensive management way, we can improve all our security posture of the organization. That is important for us. Okay, let's go and discuss about couple of other things as well. Alerts or incidents. In the logarithm side, we will call it as alarms. So as we discussed under the IBM QRadar, we will call it as offenses. As we discussed under the exam side, we can call alerts or incidents. In the logarithm side, not even call it as alarms or incidents, sorry, alerts or incidents, but we can call it alarms. Each and every security instance is triggered. It will vary from the 0 to 100 scale range. That is nothing but here. For every security instance is triggered or every alarm it is triggered. It is a part of 0 100 scale. Always, you know already, 80 to 100 is belongs to critical alarm. And 60 to 80 is belongs to high. And 40 to 60 is belongs to medium. And below less than 40 is belongs to low and informational. So this one you can call it as a P1, P2, P3, P4, and P5. So these are all the severity of the incidents. Okay. Now, once we are receiving this particular alert, we have to go and we have to create, as I said, a logarithm also supporting inbuilt case management. There is no need to depending on the any other third party like ServiceNow or Jira or any other ticketing tool. Even it is supporting inbuilt case management as well. Okay. So as I said, AIE, it's advanced analytics engine. We can create couple of correlation rules, whatever by default or customized one. Default correlation rules or second customized correlation rule. We can go and we can create part of the AIE. So I think already I have shared a couple of correlation rules. Did you go through that one by the way? Ravikant and also Shiva and Monica, Nagarjuna. Did you go through all those documents or not?
I looked into it, but not everything.
Okay, I can go and I can explain now. So under the SIEM tool side, please go through logarithm. Under the logarithm engine rules, AI engine rules, advanced analytics engine rules, and I have to add a couple of other videos also. It has more than I think another 2 or 3. Click on this one. I think I provided more than 30 through. Okay, I'll remove this one. I'm the manager. I reviewed everything. So whoever prepared is my architects. So there are a couple of correlation rules. First one is failed VPN login from the same source IP but different users. This is one of the use case. And what are log sources? What are you are using? I will explain all these things once again later, not now. About correlation rules. Today entire question once again. Firewall brute force login attempts. So there are more than 30 to 35 correlation rules. I think 33 or 34, something like that. 33. So all these are correlation rules belongs to different types of category of the attacks. So why you should aware of whenever you are attending for any interview? So main thing is couple of times maybe acronyms or terminology is different. Example, let's go and discuss here. What we are saying here, failed VPN login from same source IP, but different users. Second correlation rule, firewall brute force attack. Third one is Office 365. And fourth one is Windows brute force attack. Fifth one is port scanning from the external IPs or WAN IPs. Sixth one is logarithm silent log source error health checkup report. These people, nobody knows about this one is it's a whether health checkup report or not. We will say this one is health checkup report. In case logs are not reflecting in the SIEM tool, how can you troubleshoot? How can you fix it or not? But logarithm said what we are saying this one. In case logs are not reflecting in the logarithm SIEM tool, how can you take care of those health checkup related issues? But in the logarithm side, we are not saying health checkup. What we are saying? Logarithm silent log source error. Silently, it is not capturing all the logs. That is meant by this one. And also, in the yesterday class, we discussed about impossible traversal attack. But what is this one? Failed VPN login from same source IP but different users. It is one type of the attacker is compromised our end user account and is trying to do multiple authentication login failure attempts. Impossible traversal attack. Okay. So this is what you should understand. Vendor to vendor, this terminology will change. But backend concept is same as it is. Maybe you are attending the logarithm interview. Maybe you are attending the IBM curator interview. Or maybe you are attending the Azure Sentinel interview, Splunk interview, and so on. You should use that terminology. If you are saying in generic, regularly, we will receive authentication failure category, malware category, phishing email category, or flooding category, or spoofing category. They will not satisfy. Inter will not satisfy unless otherwise he has the practical knowledge in the SIM tool, whatever you are keeping in the resume or not. You should explain about proper way in the resume, what you are keeping versus whatever alerts you are doing regular way. For example, maybe in my resume, I am keeping Azure Sentinel, but I'm explaining logarithm correlation rules or alerts names. Both are different. And whatever I'm keeping in my resume, IBM curator versus logarithm, both the SIM tool perspective. Okay, especially on this incident wise or alert wise or maybe case wise, convention or acronym or name of the incident is different. Unless otherwise, the particular interviewer, he worked on the multiple respective incidents. Because I know about all the SIM tools. Whatever you will give the answer, I can convince. But if the case where the interview versus you are keeping in the resume, both are conflicting, in that sense, they will not satisfy. That is also one of the drawback for us. So that is the way what you can do. So go and create one of the manual Excel sheet from your side. So already we are discussing IBM curator side, correlation rules, regular incidents, logarithm side regular incidents, sentinel side regular incidents, exaview side regular incidents, and so on. Why can't you go and keep yourself? You can create regular incidents, whatever you are doing work. I mean, instant investigation. It will take not even hardly 1 hour for each and every simple perspective. Everywhere I'm providing the coalition rules and alert names. Why can't you go and you can create your own customized? Okay, so regular incidents or alerts, what we are receiving under the IBM versus HP ArcSight versus logarithm versus Sentinel versus, okay, so, and also maybe HP ArcSight. Whenever someone will ask, I know about backend process, It's not a deal to take care of the overall security incident investigation. As said several times in the class, you no need to be expert in all the tools. What tools are available in the market? Do you think that in my resume I kept all these tools? But even though I'm teaching in the classes side, not necessary. I mentioned only two tools. IBM Kernel Exabeam, these two tools. But even though I know about Splunk, I know about Sentinel, I know about Logarithm, I know about Securonics. Why I mentioned only two tools in my resume? Why I did not keep all those tools? Even though I know about all these tools, experience is required. It's not necessary. How I am delivering, how when I am attending the interview, what they are expecting and what I am delivering, that is matter for me. Forget about what is the tool or what is the console we are accessing. How you are explaining the investigation, how much you are confident on yourself, how you are expressing whenever any security is triggered. That is very important whenever you are attending for any interview. Most of the people, they'll come to me and they will ask, sir, why you are not teaching CrowdStrike? Is it necessary to teach CrowdStrike? It's not a mandatory. People will ask, sir, why you are not teaching Zscaler proxy server? Do you think that Zscaler proxy server is really mandatory? Not necessary. If you know one tool, front end and back end, total from the design and also implementation and also security incident investigation, that we can apply to any respective tool. Only maybe terminology and tabs are different. That is the reason what I have done yesterday. Lot of people are asking, sir, we are not able to crack the interview. So they mentioned in the Sentinel logarithm IBM curator. I created one of the dummy profile. Wantedly, I created in the Naukri and LinkedIn dummy profile. I mentioned only 5 years of experience too in my resume. I mentioned only two SIM tools in my resume. IBM curator Exabeam. And do you know what? Whatever they are expecting is a Sentinel. Whether I do have the experience on Azure Sentinel practical oriented, not exactly. But I do have experience only on the IBM curator side. I attended the interview. I shortlisted for the final round of the interview. What I'm saying here, but at the time of the delivering of the whatever you know, what you're expressing, how you are giving the response back to the interviewer, that is matters. It's not about how many tools are working on. Lot of people working on the CrowdStrike, Microsoft Defender, so IBM Curator, Proofpoint, and also next generation firewall like FortiGate or Palo Alto. Why they are not able to crack the interview? What is the problem here is they don't know about the backend process. What is mean by total end-to-end process whenever any security incident is triggered? Then finally, I shortlist for the another round. That is for the cake of the, so on top of the uh, snow of the cake, I can crack the easy way of the interview HR round. So whatever they are looking for is Sentinel, but whatever I kept in my resume, IBM Curator. There is no difference between IBM Curator versus Sentinel. Okay, so this is the way how you should be confident on yourself. How should be you are able to express yourself. So it doesn't matter whether how many tools are worked on. It matters. Do you know what is the basics are configured, implemented, and you are able to understand what's going on whenever any security instance is triggered. That is very important. Not about how many tools you are worked on. I don't have not even CrowdStrike experience. I don't have not even, okay, so uh, Microsoft Defender experience. I'm able to crack the even nowadays, whatever tools they're expecting. I do have only experience on Carbon Block, not even Sophos, not even Sentinel, not even CrowdStrike, not even, okay, so Microsoft Defender. I do experience only one tool that is called Carbon Block. Only one EDR tool I worked on that is called Carbon Block. Not even in the Gartner report also it is not there, part of the EDR side. But I can crack any of the EDR interview. What is the problem here is, so as I said, whether basics you are cleared or not versus implementation versus whatever they are expecting is very important. It's not about how many tools you worked on. I do have experience only carbon block. I can crack CrowdStrike now. I can crack Defender also. I can crack any other EDR tool, whatever tool they are expecting from me. I do have experience on only threat modeling side, threat analysis. I don't experience on the dread analysis, pasta analysis. But recently I cracked one of the interview, Infosys and also Tribute on the US side. They're expecting threat modeling from the dread and pasta. I don't have not even single day experience on the dread and also pasta. But I clarified the interviews, whatever 6 rounds and 7 rounds they conduct the interview. That means my basics are very clear what they are expecting from my side. That is what you have to habituate, and you should clear. Your basics should be clear. Then you can crack any of the interview. Doesn't matter whether you worked on the X of the tool, Y of the tool, or Z of the tool. Doesn't matter. Is it clear or not? Is it clear or not? Nagarjuna, is it clear or not?
Yes.
Karthik. Karthik. Shivaji. Shivagaru.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, soon I can see you very soon. And Ravikant.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is what I am saying. Yeah, please go through. I will explain everything whatever you want. It's okay for me. It's no problem from my side. I will explain whatever you tools are required. Okay, so it's okay for me, no problem. I'm whatever I know, I will explain on the backend process also. It is easy for me to explain because I know one of the tool perfect 100%, not 100%, 90%. Okay. So please go through all these tools on the logarithm side, especially on the correlation rules side. And the tomorrow morning class, what I will do, I can go and I can explain each and every tool, how we can create correlation rule. Nagarjuna garu, especially to you, because already you are attending the couple of other interviews with the other companies. Please
Yes, sir.
correlate Exabeam versus IBM curated versus logarithm. You can compare these three tools and you can see. So is there any lagging thing you are doing at the time of the interview?
Okay.
Is it clear?
Okay.
So I already provided a couple of IBM curated correlation rules, couple of Exabeam correlation rules, and also right now Exabeam, sorry, logarithm. Tomorrow I will provide a Sentinel also. Now you can compare one tool with another tool. Where you are lagging at the time of the interview, just you can do the gap analysis. What is you are explaining at the time of the interview versus what you are lagging? Why you are not able to crack the interview? You can approach yourself and rectify yourself. And in case you are not able to rectify yourself, please approach me. Happy to help you where you are lagging and how you can resolve the issue and how you can solve the issue and how can you select the company. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Sir,
all for today. Yeah.
user cases and correlation rules both are same, right?
Not user cases, use cases.
Use
Yeah.
cases.
Use cases, correlation rule, different types of category of the text, all are similar. There is no difference. By the way, this is
So,
compulsory interview question. Do you know what? I will not explain about any IBM curator correlation rule. I will not explain about any sentinel. I will not explain about any logarithm. I already explained. Whenever I will go for any interview, I'll explain only one correlation rule that is called ransomware attack. As I said, last night also, I attended with the dummy fake profile with the 4 years of experience into cybersecurity SOC operation. Same question they asked. Do you know how to create correlation rule? They're expecting logarithm side correlation rule. I said, I don't experience on logarithm, but I do experience on the exabeam. Then whatever exabeam we discussed, same thing explain. But I already selected for the final round. Only salary discussion is pending. Why I created dummy profile? Because people are couple of times they are blaming me. Couple of times they are not able to crack the interview. Whether whatever I'm teaching versus whatever they're expecting at the time of the interview, it is matching or not. Not only through virtual way, I'm going for physical face-to-face interviews also. Whether my teaching versus whatever, okay, so market is expecting whether it is matching or not. Wanted like created dummy profile. Tomorrow also I have one of the face-to-face interview. It's a part of the one of the Hyderabad-based company. I will go and I will face this challenge now. So I kept only okay Exabeam and IBM radar. They're expecting Sentinel. Then tomorrow, by tomorrow afternoon, I'll come to know whether I shortlisted the final round or not. Already first round is completed. Second round, third round. They're expecting implementation side. Let's go and see whether I can provide the proper answer or not, and I will crack the interview or not. Why I wanted I created a dummy profile in the Naukri with 4+ years of experience to verify whatever I'm teaching and whatever expectations in the market versus whatever candidate is matching or not. That is the reason I provide dummy profile. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's all for today. I did not complete yet logarithm. It will take another 1.5 hours. So tomorrow morning, I will explain about dashboard, cases, alarms, cloud AI, and Uber, threat hunting, administration, investigation side. So that's all for today. See you tomorrow morning at 7:45. I mean, uh, around morning time, IST. Is it clear or not?
Okay, sir. Sir, how many case this one will be there? Total number of correlation rules, roughly?
So yeah, it is more than 500 plus.
Okay. Okay.
Is it clear, Ravikant?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
But I really appreciate you are asking very logical question. Really appreciate. You are very so proactive in the class. Even whatever I thought to show in the next class, your questions are like in the future side. What is forthcoming questions? Maybe we can expect. All these questions you are asking in the present existing class itself. That
So,
is
so,
very nice from you. That's what I observed.
so this from QRadar side, it is now cloud native SIEM is coming. So they are supporting KQL also.
Yeah, that I will reconfirm. That's what I said. Even from the past 1 month, I am not going the regular updates. By the way, apologies. That's what I said. I'll reconfirm. I'll come back by tomorrow.
Okay, okay.
Is
So
it clear?
basically, you are saying that one tool is sufficient to crack an interview.
Any interview. Yes, you are right. Any
So
interview. If you
whether
know one tool, you are sufficient to crack any of the interview. That's what my suggestion.
okay,
I never kept more than one tool in my resume. I can forward my resume by the way. I will upload in my resume in the Google Drive. You can go and you can see how many tools I mentioned in the resume side. Is that be okay?
basically,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Really interesting profile. I have to see. We have to see your profile once.
Yeah, definitely I will keep. You can see very nominal with very minimal way. Only 2 pages or 3 pages. That's it.
So for correlation rules also we need means for one tool if we know we